Hello everyone and a massive welcome or welcome back to Fallout Play Build Collect. This video is about what most people will refer to as the rug glitch, and that's an incorrect name. You don't really need rugs and it's not a glitch. So let's get into it and I'll explain as we go. First of all, I have to say a big thank you to two viewers, Slim Donut and Ninja Kitten, who've requested this one. So thanks for the request. We had the Water Purify here at Starlight. And we're going to use the large rugs. Purely we're going to use the large rugs because they give us a little bit more area to use. This is just demonstrating how you can be a bit further away if something is in water. You don't have to use multiple rugs. You don't have to use large rugs. You could just use one small one if you can get close enough to it. We'll take a closer look at this later on in the video, so stay tuned. So as you can see, we can now move this water purifier out of the water pool and we can place it anywhere we want to. Let's place it where I had it in the video, over on the side near the bushes. You can see it will sink down somewhat in some areas, but we'll look into sinking it in another video. So of course you can only do this in settlements where there is actually native water to put one of these purifiers in the first place. You can't just put one anywhere. But it can be a really useful technique if the water is in an awkward position. And there it is running, producing water. Okay, back to Sunshine, and we'll have a bit of a deeper look at how this glitch works. These houses in Sunshine are a real pain to build on and around. I've decided to try and build on top of them and turn them into a defensive position, or this one specifically I have. But I think it would be really nice if we could board the front of the house up. And I think it would look good if we used the junk fences. Now, of course, the problem, as I'm sure most of you have run into, is the junk fence does not want to go anywhere near the house. And this is to do with the collision detection in the game. Yes, the junk fences give the impression that they want to sink, but don't. So you can put it somewhere like this. As you can see, that's quite a long way away. It's floating, it's ugly, it doesn't look very nice. So let's see if we can come up with a solution. Once again, we have the second rug on top of the first rug. The reason is you're moving the back rug as far as the game is concerned. So you can make a chain of these rugs. You can have 4 or 5 in a length if you want to, if you decide you need to use a bit more length. Of course, a bit more length can come in handy sometimes, but that's not why you're called. So back to the building. Now this technique can be very awkward sometimes. It's very fiddly and you need to use a lot of patience. But as you can see by the mat at the back turning yellow, the game is measuring where the lowest item is, which in this case is the mat at the back. So with a little bit of patience, we can put the item where we need it. For this example, I've just used it to cover up the window. And then we'll pick up another fence and let's try and board up the area at the front. Now the problem we're having here is the mat is catching on the steps. Now this is why sometimes you'll want to use a longer chain of mats. But on this occasion I think we can just about get away with it. And there it is, and I think that looks quite nice. It's quite tidy. If we have a closer look, we can see that the pieces of wood are all attached and it actually looks like something the settlers may well have built themselves. Now you can go and remove your mats when you're done. We can just go and store those in the workshop and use them to move the next piece of fencing. Now this is a really handy technique for moving items closer to each other, but you can also use it to place items inside other items. Now this lamp, if we take a look, is what they call a pop-in object, and what that means is it jumps up on top of other objects, as you can see here with a workbench. Now that makes sense because obviously it's a lamp and you want it to be on top of desks and furniture and such, but if we use the rugs we can essentially trick the game into moving it inside another solid object. Now this doesn't make a great deal of sense with the example I've chosen here, but you can use this with lights to light up objects inside out. Now there's lots of different things you can use these techniques for. I'm not going to run through tons of them here and make this a really long video. Play around with it and experiment yourself. And as you can see here, it's quite easy to just remove the object again. If you decide you don't like it, use the rugs and just pull the thing straight back out again. One of the main things people use this technique for is to move furniture close to walls in settlements, but you can also use it to move anything else close to walls. In this settlement, you can see I've used these lamps as both a lightning source and as an electrical pylon, but you can't move it very close to the fence. As you can see here, any time it gets anywhere near it, it will clip and turn red. Now you can leave it there. Personally, I'm fine with that. I don't use this technique very often, and I'm quite happy with it just being a foot or so away. But if you're one of those people who want something very close, and this might be a different kind of object you want really close to the fence, here's how we do it. We place the object on the mats. Same 2 mats again. There we go. We can get it absolutely flush with the fence, and then as we remove the mats, the object will drop into place. Overall, this is a safe technique to use, so there's no problem with you using it. It's just a matter of experimentation to find what objects will work with others. Now, as I said earlier, the rug glitch is a terrible name for this because it's not a glitch, and you don't need to use rugs. There are many other objects you can use. In the next video, I'm going to be taking a look at what's known as the pillar glitch. Don't forget to read all your comments. I'm really grateful for them. Let me know if this has helped out, if there's something else you'd like to see. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you've enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more content, please consider hitting the like button. It helps us out enormously. And also consider subscribing and hitting the notifications bell. That way we can inform you when all the new videos go live.